Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another video, and for today's video we're going to actually be setting up my Debt Snowball spread in my deluxe monthly planner by Erin Condren, which, as you guys know, is my budget planner. So as you guys know, the deluxe monthly planner comes with 5 notes pages. So you do get one. Let me just go ahead and give you guys a quick rundown. You do get your very first page here, which is my sinking funds page. Then you also get your 2 notes pages, which I'm not going to show you guys yet because I've put some things that I don't like to disclose, so I'm just going to skip that. I also do have my monthly view here, so you guys can see. Then I have my variable income spread, my budget spread, my weekly check-in, and then last but not least, I'm going to be doing my July Debt Snowball spread here. As you guys can see, the next page starts a new month. So that's how I like to set up my pages. I know a lot of people that set them up exactly the same, if not differently, and that's completely fine. I just like to really show you guys what it is that I like to do in my budget planner, and maybe you guys get some inspiration from that, which is basically with everything that I do here on YouTube. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to keep, I think, using my cherry washi, as well as I do have a Debt Snowball kit for my shop. These are actually both from my shop, and I'm sorry they're a little bented. I had lost these stickers, but I just found them, and I didn't think that I would need different ones. They're just a little bented, and I'm pretty sure once I lay them down they'll be perfectly fine. But yeah, like I was mentioning, these are from my Etsy sticker shop, which by the time that you guys are watching this, it is on vacation. It will come back up on, I believe, August 5th or the very end of August 4th, which is the Sunday. The reason I'm putting my shop on vacation is because I do want to catch up with orders, as well as I'm going to Austin for the weekend, and I don't want to have that stress of me having a ton of orders waiting for me when I come back from my sort of vacation. So that's the reason. So if you guys would like to get notified when my sticker shop comes back from vacation, you guys can just go ahead and click the link in my description that takes you to my shop, and it will ask if you would like to get notified through email, so you guys can go ahead and click to get notified. And yes, so without any further ado, I also will be using some debt payoff plan script stickers that I've made for myself. I don't have these up on my shop, but I have made some of these for a couple of you guys. So if you guys are interested in these debt payoff plan stickers, go ahead and just shoot me a message through Etsy. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This month has actually been a pretty good month with my debt and with sort of the goals that I've had and set out for myself. So let's see. So we have that, and then I'm going to take my little Debt Snowball script sticker, which, if you guys don't know what the Debt Snowball method is, it basically just means that you're going to be paying your debts from the smallest amount to the highest amount. And that is sort of something that I've chose to do, because in the past I really wasn't calling it anything, but I was still following the sort of Debt Snowball method, and I just wanted to go ahead and just like officially call it that, because I was debating whether I wanted to do the Debt Snowball, which is what I just mentioned right now, or if I wanted to do the Debt Avalanche, which for the Debt Avalanche, it's just a little bit different. You don't go based off of balances, but you go based off of interest. So you do end up paying the highest interest, which I think it's a really nice thing. But what I love about the Debt Snowball method is just that you get that sort of instant gratification with paying all of your least balanced cards, and I think that just pumps me up to keep going and paying off my debt. So for now, I'm just going to do the Debt Snowball, and this is the method that Dave Ramsey is all about. Honestly guys, I'm not like a huge fan of Dave Ramsey. I've heard lots of things and I've watched lots of videos about his methods and what people think and how they've worked for them. So I do just sort of know him off of that, but I know a lot of people here in the debt-free community who really admire him. And honestly, if he came up and he goes by this method, I do as well subconsciously. I have sort of my list of debts that I had for this month, and as I mentioned, I don't know if you guys have checked out my budget spread for this month. I went ahead and put that I wanted to make an extra debt payment in here. As you guys can see, $523.76, which with the added amount, my Amazon minimum payment that I have here, my VIX expenses, this would pay off that Amazon card. And I want to tell you guys that I was able to achieve that goal of paying off my Amazon card. So the very first one that I'm going to put here is going to be my Amazon. I'm not of course the balance is going to be 0, but I do want to go ahead and track it so you guys can see that I did end up paying that card off in July. So first, let's go ahead and write down Amazon as my debt slash creditor. Okay, then the balance for this is of course 0, because I did end up paying this off, which this makes me so happy. I've so far have paid how many? 3 of my credit cards? 4 of my credit cards? Let's go ahead and take a look. I did start this journey in the beginning of the year. This was the very first sort of debt tracker and payoff plan that I made. And here I had 7 cards, and now I am down to, yeah, I've paid 4 of my credit cards so far, and I am like super happy about that. Next, I'm going to be writing the APR for this is $24.49, and the reason why I like to write the APR is, have you guys ever really taken a look at how much interest it is that you're paying? I think it's very important to be conscious about that, because I feel like when I was using my credit cards, I never thought about the interest, but I think it's important to get yourself in that mindset that gets you thinking, okay, should I use my credit cards? Because if I end up using my credit cards, this is the amount of interest that I have to pay back for that. And that, I feel like, brings me back to like, no, I can't be paying this extra interest because it's a lot and I shouldn't even be having this debt, but me already having it sort of makes me conscious about these things. And this is the reason why I really like having my APR in my debt Snowball, debt tracker, debt avalanche sticker kit. So that's the reason why I have that. The minimum payment for this was $25 this month, and the additional payment, which was the payment that finished paying this, was $523 with 76 cents, which I was actually able to pay all of that. And once again, thanks to you guys. I always mention, and I'm always telling you guys how grateful I am for you guys, because I'm not going to lie guys, at this point most of my income is coming from both my Etsy sticker shop where I sell these stickers, as well as from YouTube, and that is all thanks to you guys to support. So I'm always like, I feel like I sound like a broken record, I always say this, but I'm so thankful for every single one of you who take the time to watch my videos, who tell me that you enjoy my things, give me feedback, and just all around are very supportive and very encouraging, and give me advice with anything that has to do with my debt, which a lot of you guys have, which I'm really thankful for as well. So thank you so much for supporting me and my journey. So that was that. Super happy about that. Then my next debt that I still have is my Walmart card. For Walmart, my balance as of right now, the end of July, and I believe all of the interest have been accrued as of now. This is sort of when I can get the most accurate balance, because it is the very end of the month. So the balance for that is $1,129 with 95 cents. The APR for this is $24.90. My minimum for this month was $37, and I didn't make any additional payments for this because, like I mentioned, I do like to just focus on paying off one debt at a time and making additional payments to that one debt. So that is why all of my additional payments went to Amazon. And this, if you guys are curious, already include all of the debt Snowball from my past 3 credit cards that I've paid. So my minimum payments for my last 3 credit cards that I've paid were $25. So 25 times 3 would be $75, which is already included in this, if you guys are wondering. Then we have Bank of America, and for Bank of America, I owe $1,269 with 97 cents. My APR for this is $24.99. Minimum payment is $40, and no additional payment there. And then last credit card that I have is PayPal Credit, which, oh my god, I feel like this balance never goes down, and I can't wait to be to the point where I'm finally paying that PayPal credit card off, because I think the main reason though, I think honestly, I've been such a mess guys. I think I paid this bill like a day late, so I probably do have a fee for this, which So the balance for this is $2,852 with 59 cents. This is why it's good to have my little whiteout, which if you guys are wondering which whiteout I use, I do use the Tombow hybrid style mono correction tape. I love this tape so much, and I did pick it up from Amazon. I will leave a link for it down below if you guys are interested. And then we have the APR, which is $19.99. Now, I was reading into my statement to see, because I do know that the APR had changed within this year. So I did see that most of the money that's in here, it's under a $19.99 APR, but I believe like 200 is under the $24.99 APR or $26.99 APR. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put $19.99 because I do know that pretty much like 95%, if not more, of this debt is under that APR. So that's the APR that I'm putting in there. Then the minimum payment for this month was $85 and no additional payment there. Now I am lastly going to be adding my student loans to this, and the reason why I'm going to be adding this is because you guys know that I am starting or will be starting to pay my student loans. I actually have been making $100 payments. I made last month as well as this month, and I just wanted to do that before I actually started doing my auto payments and starting in August, just because I want to just start putting some money in there because it is a pretty big amount. So are you guys ready to see what my balance for my student loans is? I am not going to categorize them in like student loan A, B, C, D, although I do have, I believe, 5, 6, or 7 around there. I will probably do that next month when I do start making my auto payments. So be on the lookout for that. But I am going to go ahead and give you guys the full amount of my student loan debt, which is kind of nerve-wracking, and it brings my debt so much higher, of course. And I'm just like nervous, but okay. My student loans, I'm going to put just student loans, and I think next month I will go ahead and categorize them per loan because I believe each one is under different APRs, which is the reason I'm not going to be putting the APR for this either. So my balance for my student loans, dun dun dun, is $18,616 with 87 cents. And that is what my balance for my student loans is. I'm not going to put any APR because like I mentioned, this does have a couple that have different APRs. My minimum payment is, I didn't have minimum payment this month because I am starting to pay them next month, but I did make an additional payment of $100, which I deemed it fit because I don't know, I just wanted to start paying it. And if you guys are wondering why it is that I'm paying my student loans already when I just graduated in May, I actually didn't graduate in May. I graduated in December. So as you guys can see, it's already been around 6 months since I've graduated back in December. I just did my whole graduation ceremony in May, which is when they have that. And that's the reason why I had my whole graduation party and everything in May. So if you guys are wondering about that, because I know somebody did ask me last time, I didn't graduate in May. I actually graduated already in December. So that's the reason. So then I'm going to just, don't skip a line. Maybe I'll put it right here in the middle. Okay, so put this here, and then we can go ahead and add all of our balance, which a couple of you guys have also mentioned that I should probably put my car in here, which you guys know I just took over my sister's payments for her car so I can finance it as my own. But as of now, I think I'm just going to go ahead and focus on credit cards, and I did want to go ahead and put my student loans because I am starting to pay that as of now. Maybe in the future I will put it here, but I don't know. I think it's also because I have that car payment as a sinking fund, and I'm not like putting money towards that to pay it off yet. I want to really focus on paying off my credit cards first. So that's the reason for that. So we're going to go ahead and just add all of our totals. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear people mowing the lawn. 97, 2,852.59. and 18,616. Ugh, that's so much. So this is my total balance for my debt as of now, with both my credit cards and my student loans, which just puts me, I don't know, I feel like I've made so much progress, so I can't be mad about it. So 2369 with 38. I definitely feel like I've made so much progress, but now that I put my student loans in there, I feel like will I ever be able to pay all this off? Stay tuned. So then for the APR, I'm not writing anything. And then for the minimum payments, let me go ahead and add these. That's a total of 187. And then my additional payment total is 623 with 76 cents. So let me go ahead and put that. So next I'm going to just separate this with a small little thin washi strip. Right there. And then I'm going to take one of my debt payoff plans script stickers, which match the debt snowball script sticker. Right there. So that's how that's going to look. Guys, I'm such a mess. I can't find the little flags that I've been using to mark the different months. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. These. I can't find these, which I really love to use. So what I'm going to do, which I just noticed, and it's perfect, I think. The back of the deluxe monthly planner comes with some little like labels. And these labels are actually, I just realized, the color of the months. So this is what I'm going to use for this month, which is perfect. And if you guys were doing the debt payoff plan, I do recommend you check the back of your deluxe monthly planner, because you do have these in there. You have 2 of them actually, which is perfect. So let me go ahead and take, what are we doing right now? We're gonna do July. I'm just gonna take them all right now. August, September, and October. Okay, I have so many stickers with me. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do. We'll see if we have some space. So let's go ahead and do July. For July, the amount that I had set for myself was 523 with 76, but I'm also just gonna go ahead and add the 100 here. So it's going to be 623 with 76. Now 523 with 76 went to pay off my Amazon card. And 100 of this went to, what did it go to? Student loans. Okay, then we can put August right here, which is the yellow one. Okay, for August, the goal that I had last month was $500, but I think as of now, I'm going to increase it to $600. And for this, the $600 are going to go to my Walmart card. And this is the reason why I like to do my debt payoff plan every single month, just because I've increased the amount, because I think that I will be able to pay a little bit more for next month. And that's the whole beauty with this, and why it's really important to have a plan to pay your debt off. So that is for August. Next we have September, which I'm going to put it just exactly where I left, where I put this one, which is I think a little to the left, but that's okay. September. For September, I am going to go ahead and also make my goal be 600. and those 600 are going to be to pay off Walmart. As you guys can see, the balance as of now is 1,129 with 95 cents, and I do foresee that it's going to be maybe a little bit less amount. I went ahead and just left it as 1,200 because I do know that there's going to be some interest accrued to this, and these already do include my minimum payments, if you guys are wondering. So I'm going to put the $600. It's going to go to pay off Walmart, which that would be great if I end up paying that, because then I'll go ahead and be able to focus on my Bank of America, which is my next credit card up. And then last but not least, we'll just go ahead and do October. And for October, I'm going to go ahead and give myself a goal of $500 towards my debt. And those $500 are going to go to, like I mentioned, my Bank of America credit card. And this way I will have a good chunk paid from my Bank of America, and I can keep going and maybe pay that off by the end of the year and start paying my PayPal, which would be ideal, I think, and super excited about that. Okay, so that is what I have for this month's debt snowball and debt payoff plan spread. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you guys did, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already. Also, be on the lookout for all of my August budget videos that will be going out as soon as this one is over, I believe. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and that you guys have already set up your debt and debt payoff plan for the rest of the year, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.